Hi everyone, another Kilos here for another Bionicle video review, and this time I'm gonna do a review of a combiner model, so a combo from 2006 and a combo which is made with 3 Toa Inika, and this combo is called Toa Jovan. So of course, because the combiner does not come in any canister or with any instruction booklet, I'm gonna show you directly the set itself. So here it is, Toa Jovan in all its glory. So as you can see, it's made of 3 Inika, as I've said earlier, and these 3 Inika are Nuparu, Yuki, and Ali. So the most of the parts are from Nuparu and Yuki. And as you can see, there are some little parts of Ali, like for example a pelvis part right here, or armor part right there, and some connectors, and of course a harpoon. But I think I'm gonna, so the main color, of course, is black, light gray, dark metal, and silver, and some really light blue right here, and some white and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a little turnaround, and then I'm gonna just destroy it to show you how it's made. Excuse me. Yeah, no, it's made here. With an S. So excuse me for the lightning again, because it's some artificial light. And yeah, so I'm gonna just put apart the different limbs. Okay, it doesn't really want to fall off that easily, so anyway, I'm doing that to show you in a more precise way how the parts are made. I hope I did not break anything. Right there. So as you see with the little turnaround, it's like an Inika, but bulkier anyway, bulkier and stronger in the design. So here is the torso part. So excuse me if this part still falls off, but I think that the pins, you can see here, the pins which link it, I think it's kind of a loose friction, so it's why it's keep up falling off, but I think it's okay anyway. But I think it's supposed to be put right there, and on the official image from Lego, the two parts are like that, but I think they just does not really care about what the parts are supposed to be, in which direction the parts are supposed to be. So I think it's like that with a V shape anyway. So as you can see on the side, the main torso part is really bulkier than the Inika's one. So of course it's made with some kind of Inika's parts which we all know well. So you will find some metru pelvis right here, which is linked with Inika, excuse me, the Inika torso part, yeah, right here, and the two pieces are really linked to, together thanks to this part, the Inika chest armor. Yeah, I think this is called. So this is the first one of the chest armor. This is the flat one, the one I call the flat one because if you see on the side, it's kind of flat anyway. So that's all. The two parts. These two parts are really linked together thanks to this one because, as you can see, they decided to just link these two parts with just one little pin. So it kind of, if you do that, as you can see, it kind of move a little. Anyway, but that's not really important. And on this block of parts, they decided to put another type of the armor, which is linked with metru pelvis, as you can see, and with some pin again. So you just have to put this on this part, which is full of pinhole, excuse me. So it's kind of, yeah, hard, and here you go, you got the part. Of course, there's two Inika Nuparu's claws are put on this pinhole right here, and then you have the chain of Yuki, which is, which I think you have to put, which is linked with the claws and at the back on the chest armor. So you just have to put this like that, and I think it's a, yeah, I think it's, no, first off you have to put the chain in front of the chest armor, then do all this stuff. Gonna just like this, and of course this part tends to fall off easily. Ah yeah, maybe I'm gonna, so excuse me for that, yeah, right here. And you've got these two hose pipe on the back, which will be linked on the arm. So the arm itself are really simple, it's Unica stuff anyway. And again, it's like a combo between Yuki and New Power, as you can see, because you find the light gray connectors of New Power, and then you've got the armor part of Yuki. And as you can see, to make the shoulder part, bulkier, they add Unica fit, the one with the little claws right here. So it kind of works anyway. The weapon itself is really a mash of parts, as you can see. So you got the harpoon, and they decided to make it bigger, to add some other parts like the Zamor Sphere magazine, but there are no Zamor in there anyway. I think you can put some in this part anyway, but yeah. And here you got some axle parts and some technique joiner. I do not have the right name for this part anyway. But as you can see, it has still a nice shape if you look like this. Can look like a giant sword, but it's still some parts put together. And then you have to put this on the connector, of course. Yeah, just right there. And then you've got the hose pipe. You have to put this in this axle hole right there. And there you go, you have to do that with the two arms, and the two arms are symmetrical, of course. They are the same, as you can see. But again, this time you got the famous Zamor launcher on the the left arm, on the left arm. And then these two parts are an add-on I've made. So this is not in the official set. I think I've already shown you this, maybe, or not. I do not know, but anyway, maybe in my Yuki review. So this part is useful to put the Zamor like this, so it does not fall off when you put the gun in this position, for example. But of course, this is an add-on I made, and not. I think you do not have this parts in the three sets, in the Ali, Yuki, and New Power. And then you go. So of course, I'm showing you the construction of the set, and then I'm gonna show you the articulation. Then you've got the legs. It's the legs, yeah. So again, a combo between Yuki and New Power. This time with more New Power part, because you can see you've got his tight armor right there, and his feet. Or his foot, yeah. So we've got two tight armor, and again this time it's his look is more armored than the other Unica. Plus the fact that these parts are in dark metal, so it's really like a armorful Toa. The second, of course, the second leg is the same. And to finish the combiner model, we have to put the head, and the head in this time is the New Power head. So there are no modification at all. It's his old school cabin mask, so the mask of flight. On New Power, but I think Jovan got another mask, maybe the mask of magnetism. I do not know if it's. I don't remember his element at all. Anyway, at Jovan. I just know he was a Toa, he knew Lezovic, he trained Lezovic, Toa Lezovic, and then he helped to recover the Mask of Life in the ancient time, and then becomes Chihuahua of Voya Nui before Voya Nui explode on the surface. Explode or go up in the surface anyway. So here you go. You have the final form of Toa Jovan. So the build is not really that hard. There are some parts which does not really fit at all at first, but then you add some other part and it's all right. So I'm gonna show you another little turnaround first, and then I'm gonna talk about the articulation of this combiner model. So the first main problem, anyway, I think this is the shoulder articulation, because you can, for example, I'm gonna show you, you can just put that like this, because of course this part right there blocks the movement, and even if it was not here, for example, if you put that part right there in an ugly way, the hose pipe will fall off, as you can see. You can do some pause with that. So look, yeah, just look. The hose pipe is right here, as you can see, linked to the connector. And then if I just move up right there, the arm, it's fall off. So it's kind of annoying, if I can say so. And of course, with the shoulder part right here, with the Nipaus claw, the movement is more limited. But I think it's got a more nice design. It's got a nicer design with this part put like that, and not like that. Like for example, on the instruction booklet, you got some parts right there. I do not think it's really nice. So I prefer to put this part on the upper side. But anyway, if you do that, his articulation will be limited. But even without this part put in this direction, as you have seen, with those pipe, they tend to fall off easily. So you can just put the shoulder articulation in this way. Of course, you can do that. There's no problem. Those pipe can do this position without difficulties. But in some other position, it's kind of hard to move the arm. And of course, the elbow articulation is kind of nice, more than 90 degrees, so it's alright for me. The connectors also is not really blocked or limited by the big weapon, the huge weapon. And of course, the other arm is the same thing, so the same problem with the shoulder pads right here with the Nipaus claws. And if you try to put this up, it kind of block at some way right there. I have no problem with the elbow part. Of course, the head is on a new 2006 ball joint, so there really no problem at all. You can turn this around in any direction. It's like the Unica's one anyway. And then the legs itself, so here there are no problem of limitation at all. And this time it's kind of blocked at 90 degrees because of this part right here, because of the Unica tight armor of Nipaus, which is put on the lower part of the double long connectors anyway, as you can see, because it's Unica. And the feet, there are no problem at all, I think, with the feet itself. And I think that's all for my review of Toa Jovan. So as you can see, I think what it's important to acknowledge about this little combiner set is the fact that it's like mega Unica in some way, because it's really bulkier than Unica, than Toa Unica. For example, I've brought Jala with me to show you some comparison size. So they're kind of the same size anyway. Maybe if I put Toa Jovan right here, yeah, Toa Jovan is a little taller than Jala, but not really that much anyway. But of course, it's really bulkier than Jala and stronger too. It really looks stronger than the other Unica's body. But on the other part, there are some problem, like for example the articulation on this part right here on the arms, and with the hose pipe, which is a nice design way, but not really, but kind of make hard to move the arm. And yeah, on the design part, I think that there are some really nice design part for the people who want to make some bulky mock. So for example, you've got the shoulder, the advanced shoulder which is more, as you can see, with 2 parts, you can easily do a really armored shoulder. There are also this little part right here, the shoulder part. I think I can say that like this, with this Inika claws, new powers claws, which are really nice. Again, you got some nice bulky part right here with the 2 connectors, with the 2 tight armor on the same connectors. So that's a nice construction technique. And then you've got the body itself, which you can see on the side part, is really big. Of course, another design flaw is the fact that there is a big hole, as you can see, and it's not the chain which passes between that will correct this problem. So the chain right there is a nice design element, in my opinion. It's kind of look like some ammo storage. I do not have the name, but for example, as you can see in some games, some military guys got the ammunition on their which pass on their body. I do not have the right name of this stuff anyway, but it's kind of looks the same on Toa Jovan, but with the chain, of course. The weapon is not really that impressive, it's just some parts together. But I think it goes well with the weight of the Toa because, of course, it's big as the other parts of the Toa. So I think that the Toa has got a nice design, but it's got some flaws on the articulation side, on the possibility side. So it's maybe nice to construct, to build it one time to see what it looks like in real and to see some nice construction parts with the bulky parts and stuff like that, which can be put easily in your mock. But apart from that, it's got some, it's still got some flaws. But if we compare them to some Bionicle and other Bionicle combo, I think that all the parts are well stick together. As you can see in some Lego combiner, sometimes the parts just fell off and stuff like that. But on Toa Jovan, I think it's pretty good because apart from the hose pipe, all the parts just stick together nicely and do not fall off that easily anyway. So I would just put, yeah, like that, kind of, yeah, do some nice pose with Toa Jovan. So Toa Jovan got a nice design. I think that also the color scheme is kind of great because the dark metal is a really nice colors, and with the black and light gray, it's kind of dark selection of colors. So that's all right with me. For me, if I can say so, for me. And the only problem I have to address to this set, of course, is the little possibility problem. But apart from that, I think it's a good combo, a bulky one. So yeah, I think you can construct, you can build it, or at least just look for the little design parts, the little design interesting parts like the shoulders and the tight armor and stuff like that. So I think you have understand what I said and what I mean, and I think I've pretty shown you everything I have to show you with Toa Jovan. So I hope you enjoy this review, and if you have any comments or criticism, just post them and I'm gonna answer. And anyway, if you troll me, I'm gonna just delete your comments. So anyway, that's all. I hope you enjoyed my review, and see you later for another review. Bye bye.